This is Will's Front, brought to you by the Unshackled.net.
Let's go over to Britain, or as Katie Hopkins calls it, batshit bonkers Britain, where Sir Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, in his bid to become even more unpopular and hated, he's already the most unpopular and hated PM in polling history. He is doubling down on his compulsory mandatory digital ID, the Brit card. So you can see in the right corner here the example of Brit card, James Williams. It says that he is permanent, a right to work and right to rent. And now he posted and it's very hard at the moment on Keir Starmer's X feed to work out what you sometimes wonder if you're on the Parody PM's account, the way that he's selling digital ID. Now this is an actual clip that he posted to his social media. It's not AI. It's him at a Barclays bank selling the benefits of digital ID and chatting with some ordinary Brits who would welcome it.
So I'm in Brighton today. This is Barclays Bank, and I've been talking to customers about digital ID, and they're really enthusiastic. It'll have your basic information on it. For everything other than proving you've got a right to work,
enthusiastic.
It won't be mandatory. You don't have to have it, but you can have it. You can use it for anything that requires identification, and there are lots of things. If you want to rent, for example, if you want to apply for a mortgage, if you want to get your child into primary school, there's a catchment area, and you've got to show where you live, proving who you are, what your date of birth is, will just be able to be done with digital ID. They're really up for it, and I think once you understand just how much easier it'll make life, so many more people will be too.
Now, you notice in this Brit card above that James Williams, the sort of John Citizen, is a black man. And this is increasingly, I wouldn't say increasingly, it's exponentially growing the overrepresentation of black, brown, and Asian people in British advertisements. And Reform MP Sarah Pokin, in response to a caller to Talk TV, went on a rant at just how much these ads annoy her now.
A bit left field, this one, but I think it's creepingly important. Would Reform do anything to look at the representation of the demographics of TV and public advertising? Because we're getting to the point now where adverts don't represent what this country looks like, and actually positive demonisation of white people, just portrayed as criminals or inadequate when they're not portrayed anywhere else. Now, the reason why this is important, we got a case of art imitates life, because we're getting to the point where a number of my friends think that we're being discriminated like in employment markets because white men are seen as useless and whatever and just invisible. And there's one financial institution which coincidentally uses a strikingly similar image of Nigel in their advertising for an incompetent, useless, arrogant white male. I just wondered if that's something Reform would look into.
Okay, Stuart, stay where you are. Sarah, what do you think of what Stuart's saying? What would Reform UK do about it, if anything?
I think Stuart's absolutely right. Drives me mad when I see adverts full of black people, full of Asian people, full of, people that basically are anything.
What's wrong with that, Sarah?
White.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it doesn't reflect our society, and I feel that your average white person, average white family is, like, I agree with you, Stuart, not represented anymore in TV.
There are lots of white people on television, Sarah, are there not? There are lots of white people. There are lots of white men. There are lots of white women.
we're talking about adverts, and how
Okay.
many times do you look at a TV advert and you think there's not a single white person on it? And actually, it is. It's something that's happened because I believe of the woke liberati that goes on inside, this sort of like in the arty-farty world, and when it comes to northern towns like Runcorn that I represent, it's just not representative of the rest of the country. Might be fine inside the M25, but it's definitely not representative of the rest of the country. And actually, you know what, I'm hearing this more and more. People notice, and people will switch off.
Now, there is some advertising roles for white men in Britain, and that, of course, is as sexual predators on public transport, sexually unwantingly staring at women of colour.
The man in the grey suit is staring at you. Would you report it? It's him again. You can feel his breath. Would you report it? Is that his bag? He's not carrying one. 1 second, 2 seconds. Would you report it? He finds an excuse to lean into you. Would you report it? He pushes his groin right into you. 90% of unwanted sexual behaviour on public transport goes unreported. You can report anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. Report it to stop it.
Now, there's plenty of other adverts that air in Britain which show a white man harassing a woman of colour, even though, well, what you tend to see more reported in the real world is a recent, illegal migrant harassing a white woman, or even worse, a child, which is, of course, what happened in Epping. A 14-year-old girl was sexually assaulted by an illegal migrant from Ethiopia, Haddash Kabuti. He was convicted, and after he served his sentence, was going to be deported. But he was released, can you believe it or not, from prison due to an administrative error. And he was confused about why he was being released. He was still in his prison clothes. He boarded a train to London, and despite CCTV under every corner in London, it took authorities 48 hours to recapture him. Though Keir Starmer said he was really mad and promised there'd be a full investigation. I don't blame British patriots who are alleging a conspiracy that this was somehow a deliberate act. I mean, how the hell does this happen? I mean, what's next? Are they going to accidentally release Axel Rudapakabana, the Southport triple stabber of little girls? Keir Starmer, is he going to say that, this wouldn't have happened if you had digital ID, even though I don't think the illegal migrants coming across the channel are going to be carrying digital ID? Well, Keir Starmer says that will thwart illegal migrants being employed, even though there's already this black market employment in London, where the estimates of illegals who are living and working there has been estimated to be in the millions. There was massive protests against digital ID back on the 18th of October.
We say no to digital ID! We say no
This is Wilmsfront, brought to you by the Unshackled.net.